Shalom and blessings. We are dedicating this meditation to seeking justice and righteousness and true divine leadership. May the light we bring through this, God be willing, be a source of blessing for the leaders of the Jewish people, for the leaders of households, of communities, of cities, of our country. First, I want to invite you to connect to the leader in you. By asking you to place your hands that you use every day to manifest your dreams in this world, and place them over your precious heart. Over the gateway to your soul, to your inner knowing. And allow yourself to feel how in this moment and this moment and this moment, you are being guided. You are being guided by the breath of life. You are being guided by the pulse of life that your heart is pumping through you in every moment. And by keeping your mind's eye in that space under your hand, you're helping that brilliant mind of yours make beautiful music with that brilliant and precious heart of yours. So that in your thoughts and feelings and actions, you are a co-creator with the Holy One. In making love in this world. In shining love upon this world. And with that in mind, I invite you to think of a time when one or more people in your life look to you for leadership. And they look to you to love them and care for them and guide them towards goodness and truth. And play out that memory as if it's happening right now. in this body and in this time. Where are you? Who are you with? What physical sensations arise as you recall the leader in you coming to light? And what emotions ride the wave of this moment? And perhaps you knew it at the time that this experience of leadership occurred. But I invite you now to expand the understanding and the feeling in your heart that the leader in you is a ray of the great light. And feel how in that moment you are being guided by a much greater light. And you got to channel that wisdom and love down to others. And how whenever you want to, that connection with that greater light is available to your awareness. And allow yourself to fall into the embrace of that greater light, knowing that you can trust it. That you are safe in it. That you're supported by it. That you're loved by it. And I invite you to hold on to that beauty as you travel to another memory. This one of a time when you experienced yourself being guided by another human being who you look to for leadership, and play out that memory as if it's happening right now. Where are you? Who are you with? What colors and textures come alive as you recall this moment? What physical sensations ride the wave of this experience? And allow your heart to expand as you feel this leader's love and care and support washing over you, supporting you. And I invite you to see that behind the light of this leader, there is a much greater light. This leader is but a moon to the great sun that is the divine. And understand that they are a channel of the divine light. And that light is accessible to you freely always. So now you feel that divine light behind you, supporting you. And that divine light before you, leading you. You are safe. You are held. And I invite you to take all of this light that is in you and around you and expand the reach of your consciousness so that you can see that light expanding even further and holding the circle that is our community. Surrounding all of us with this guidance and wisdom and love. And allow yourself to bask in the light that everyone else in our circle is shining upon you. Those who are here in the live session and those who are here via the recording in a future now. In this realm of the soul, there is no space and there is no time. Everything is now. Everything is here. I want to invite some of the greatest leaders of our people to join us in our circle. Avraham Avinu, Abraham our father, who first saw the truth of the oneness of the divine. And Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our teacher, who led us into redemption, holding us and loving us and containing us. And Queen Esther, who risked her life to save all of ours. With such grace and royalty. and the Lubavitcher Rebbe, who spread Jewish leadership from one corner of the earth to the other, and empowered thousands of leaders to live his legacy, including you. You, through your presence here and now, are channeling divine wisdom and light for all of us. And as we bind ourselves to each other and to these holy leaders, feeling their presence with us, feeling their unique light shining upon us, I invite you to see that in the midst of our circle are all of the leaders of the Jewish people, leaders of households, companies, communities, organizations, cities, and the state of Israel itself. They have been tasked with a heavy burden of being pushed on all sides by many dissenting opinions, of having the lives of so many of us in their hands, of not knowing a clear way forward, of not always feeling the presence and truth of the divine in their hearts. And feel how all of that lives in you. Of how much critique lives in your head, judging your every action. Of how many people outside of you are offering you myriad perspectives of how to live and how to lead. Of not always feeling Hashem's presence in you and around you. And of not always seeing a clear path forward. I invite you to connect to the clueless child inside of you who's still trying to figure it all out. To your knowing how much you don't know. And how lost you really are. And I invite you now to lift up your hands and face them outwards towards the center of the circle. And feel your hands holding the leaders of the Jewish people. And see them as the lost children that they are. Not with judgment, but just with pure compassion and love. just like you're doing the best you can, they're doing the best they can. And they're so hungry to be seen and loved and appreciated and forgiven. Because with everything they hold and with the humanity that they are, they're bound to make so many mistakes. And just like us, they also need divine guidance. So I want to bring one more presence into our circle. The presence of David HaMelech, of David our King. Who reflected real divine leadership by always turning to Hashem and trusting Hashem. I'm going to read a chapter of Tehillim in his honor. Chapter 130, Kuf Lamed. You're welcome to read it with me or hold the leaders and continue to hold the leaders in your hands with your eyes closed or open. And while you do so, see the light and the beauty of each of the letters of this chapter of Psalms wrapping itself around our entire community and weaving itself into the hearts of our leaders, that they should be blessed with divine guidance. Shir HaMa'alot, Mima'amakim Karaticha Adonai. Adonai Shama B'kol'i Tihiena Oznecha Kshuvot Lekol Techanunai. Im Avonot Tishmor Ya Adonai Mi Ya'amod. Mi Imcha Haslicha Leman Tevare. Kiviti Adonai Kifta Nafshi Velidvaro Hochalti. נפשי לאדוני משמורים לבוקר, שומרים לבוקר. יחל ישראל אל אדוני, כי אם אדוני החסד בהרבה עמו פדות. והוא יפדה את ישראל מכל עוונותיו. And one more, chapter 121, Kuf Kaf Aleph. שיר למעלות, אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי. עזרי מעם אדוני, עושה שמיים וארץ. אל ייתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך. הנה לא ינום ולא ישן שומר ישראל. אדוני שומרך, אדוני צילך על יד ימינך. יומם השמש לא יקקה וירח בלילה. אדוני ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך. אדוני ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם. May Hashem guide their comings and goings from now into eternity. I want to invite you to imagine that your hands are on top of the heads of our leaders. And close your eyes again if they aren't already. And in your own words, I invite you to bless them and love them. You can do so now. I invite you to gather some of that light and blessing with your hands and bring it back to your own precious heart. Because you are a leader to so many people around you in your life. And if you are a Jew, you have been tasked by Hashem to lead the world in your own unique way. Bless yourself, that you should be blessed with divine wisdom and guidance and love, that you should hold those you lead with compassion and understanding, and that you should be able to forgive yourself and others with every fiber of your being. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for channeling divine leadership onto our people that we so desperately need. Thank you for your love and your presence. I invite you to start coming back into your body by wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. And slowly bat your eyes open. And when you are ready, I invite you to thank yourself for your presence and come back into your day as a continued source of blessing. Sending you love from Jerusalem.